I would normally do the what is going on everybody thing, but we're going to talk about something, something different here. We just had fun with 2 Stupendium videos, and as everyone who's new to the channel knows, for the most part, Stupendium is what kind of got me moving forward, momentum, put life back into my YouTube channel. I had tried several things. I had tried skits. I had tried music. I had tried doing podcasts, live streams. Nothing was seemed to be working. But the minute I did, Pizza the Action, the channel blew up and kind of slowed down for a little bit there. And now it's getting back into momentum as I'm adding in Power Rangers, Stupendium, JT Music, reactions, and things that I enjoy. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. So what we're kind of here about. It's 2023, a year that I think a lot of us have been waiting for. And the word in our house right now is proactive. 2020, 2021, 2022, for the most part, was all reactive. And I know for me, I was reactive a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had 3 jobs in 2022. I had 2 jobs in 2021, and I had almost no jobs in 2020. I bounced around a lot from work to work, and I'm still kind of doing that. Trying to make this a full-time thing. It's going to take some time, but basically, I don't know what everybody's like religious standpoint is, and I really don't care. I was born a Christian. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in the teachings of the church all the time because that's a different story. But I do believe there's a God, and I believe that He had a Son who died for our sins, and that's just the foundation that I'm on. But I don't push that on anybody. But my point in saying that is December 31st, something big happened for me. And it doesn't seem like it's very big, but it's something that I've wanted for a long time. And I thought it happened in 2021. But in 2021, it was a fallacy. It was fake. It was a scam. It just wasn't the thing that I thought it was going to be. I was offered a chance to be a full-time writer for a theater. Theater didn't really exist. And there was a huge scandal with it. And I left with my cast, with my show that I wrote. Everything was okay. And then the guy who owned the theater wanted to sue me for $500 that he had gifted us when we were going through a hard time. And it was me and 3 other people that were not included in our group, but 2 other guys. Also, he tried to get them as well. Luckily, nothing happened with that. It just kind of went down the drain. No names are going to be mentioned, but I thought that was it. And then I wrote the show called Don't Lose Sight, inspired by those events. And we put that on this past year in August. And it was a hit. And people really enjoyed the music. They enjoyed the story. And there's video of that I'm slowly putting up. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. And then in that, I got a job working as an assistant for a doctor. And you would think being an assistant, you would, you work right with the doctor. You might get paid a little bit more because it's their life is in your hands. Not this guy. This guy believed he was alpha dog. This guy believed he was never wrong, that it was always somebody else's fault. And today, my employment with him ended. It was something that had been coming on both ends, on my end and probably on his. And I foresaw it this past weekend. I was afraid to come to work on Monday, but nothing happened on Monday. It was today. It all happened today. And it really had nothing to do with me. It was more things were just not working out for one of his businesses. And because my wife and one of my best friends, my best friend was the manager, my wife was the assistant, and then I was the owner's assistant. Because they were going, he was gonna fire me anyways. I saw it in his face, and I said, "Sir, I've got another job lined up, so I'm putting my 2 weeks in." And he said, "Well, you can tell him you can start now." And that tells me right there that even though I worked, the dude made me work in a snowstorm, driving a trailer to run stuff to the Goodwill during a snowstorm. It wasn't until his fiance stood up and said something that allowed me to go home for the day. The man never cared about me or my well-being, and he tried to keep my wife. He tried to offer her a job under his, because it was a gelato shop, and he tried to keep my wife. He didn't want to lose her because she's a good worker, and he tried to offer her a job in his radiology company, and it just, he said some things that she didn't like, so she said no, I declined. So we didn't get outright like fired, I would say. It was more we were backed into a corner. He was not going to say you're fired. He wanted us to say we quit and we're putting in our 2 weeks, so he didn't have to pay unemployment. And that's essentially what happened today. Luckily, I don't know if I said it, but on the 31st of December, I woke up to a text from one of my favorite people in the world right now. He has never done me wrong. He's always been very kind. We swap texts back and forth about different things that are PR related. And I believe I'm okay to say it right now, but I have accepted a part-time job with the company FanWord. If you know who FanWord is, if you don't know who they are, they're like think Cameo, right? Where you hire celebrity, like you pay a celebrity to send you a personal video. They're going above and beyond that. They're trying to bring Comic-Cons to people through video. And right now they've got Austin St. John, Walter Jones, and Jeremy Sumpter who work with them and make videos and content. And their goal is to, be the thing that nobody else does. And that's the thing, be the voice for the fans. Bring the actors to the fans. And it came out of nowhere. And it was like God had set this up. Because it is only part-time right now. And because the opportunity could go to full-time at some point in the future. But that's the long haul. So there is something here. Something tangible. And it's finding another part-time to kind of balance it all out. So we're not struggling. But that's the thing. 2023 is a year of change. It's a year of being proactive. I am taking all of this fairly well. I don't feel sad. I feel relieved. There's so much stress off my back. One thing I am worried about is paying gas, because I've not had to pay gas for almost a year in my car. That is something I'll have to get readjusted to. But God works in mysterious ways. You can say the universe, you can say whatever. For me, it's God. God works in mysterious ways. He opens doors, he shuts them. And it's a good door that he shut. It's a good door. A year ago, we were struggling. I was working at GameStop. Then I went to go work for FedEx because a friend got me in there, but it wasn't for me. The hours, our marriage was kind of getting a little bit rocky because I was having to go to bed super early to get up early, and my wife felt kind of alone by herself all the time, and so that didn't really work. And then this job showed up, and it was a blessing when the job showed up. But as time went on, and the more like browbeating you get, and just the more you're not good enough comes out of it, it really takes a toll on you, you know? So 2023 is bringing a lot. I get to work with FanWord. In turn, I get to work somewhat close to my hero. You know, the dude who sent me on this journey back in 1993. And I was a toddler. I was a baby. But without that, I don't think I'd be the man. You wouldn't see any of this. This wouldn't be here. I don't think I'd be on YouTube per se. I wouldn't be a creator. It all goes back to Austin St. John. And for this to have happened, to kind of work with him, I can't say I won't be working directly with him because I'll be doing remote work, but it means a lot. And it means that things are going in the right direction. And I just have to be patient and have faith. Paciencia y fe, is that how you say it? Patience and faith, you know? And so that's kind of where we're at. I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be pushing this stuff more. I'm going to get back into it where I was in August and September. Like, we're almost at 1,000. I've been doing this, 10 years, a little over 10 years. And we're just not hitting 1,000. Like, that's huge. That's huge for me. You know, I never thought I would ever get views. There was a time where I would make a video and I wouldn't post it because I thought no one would care. And I took a chance on reacting to a Five Nights at Freddy's fan song, and y'all came out of the woodwork. And you showed me what it is. And I want to thank all of you for that. Sincerely. I will say this for anybody who's wanting to pursue a dream, to quit a job, to tell your boss off. Take the leap. If you have faith that you're going to turn stuff around, that your life will turn around, you have faith that the career that you're wanting is out there and you're ready to take the jump. I know it's scary. I know it's so scary because I'm telling you, there's a part of me that is afraid. I have quit jobs before, but not like this. I think the last time I fully quit a job and I had no backup was when I was still living with my mom 5 years ago or so, before I got married. Last time I quit a job, like without any kind of backup plan. Every other time I've quit a job, I've already had a job lined up. And it feels good because I'm doing it because I'm tired of being treated like an item. I'm tired of being treated like a service rather than a person. Without me, a lot of the stuff that this person needed couldn't get done. Without me, this person's dogs wouldn't be clean. Without me, this person's his cars wouldn't have gas. Without me, his appointments wouldn't be made. And it went for granted. And the dude was ready to get rid of me. You walk in, you tell your boss I'm quitting, and he's like, oh, that was easy. That tells me he was going to fire me. That's exactly what that tells me. Sorry if you hear my wife. I don't know who she's talking to. She's probably on the phone. But I just want to let all you guys know that I mean this with everything that I have. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for standing next to this weird dude, this weird guy from the Midwest who loves Power Rangers and who loves, music and writes musicals and, who just loves making content. And thank you for standing here with me today. And And don't give up. If you want to make videos, a YouTube channel, react to stuff, if you want to start collecting figures, or you want to start cosplay, do it. If you want to start writing music and releasing it, do it. Don't let anybody tell you can't do anything, because you can. There are ways to do it. There are producers out there who make music all the time. Ryan Beats is one that I use a lot. He's a great guy. We've talked several times. He's a great guy. There are so many people out there that you can collab with. There are so many people who will take the time and read your messages. When I did my first Stoops video, Stoops commented, and then he kept commenting. I keep saying he. I apologize. They kept commenting and commenting. They don't comment really much anymore, but at the beginning of me doing this, they were very supportive. And that meant a lot to me. Long time ago, I talked to Tyler Ward. And I was like, dude, I want to collab with you. He said, let's talk about it. Never happened because I was too afraid to do anything. But there's that. Chris Cantata on YouTube, the Power Ranger cosplayer. I talked to him. Before he got big, him and I would talk. And we're like, man, we need to collaborate. Never happened because I was too afraid. Here I am, 31, going to be 32 this year. I'm telling you guys, jump. Not a bad way, but jump for your dreams. Don't give up. Oh, this really hurts. Oh, that really hurts. Do not give up. If I would have given up 6 years ago, I would not have met my wife. I met my wife in college in the production. And the only reason I was in that production is because I made a vow to myself that I was going to pursue acting as a full-time thing. And I auditioned for this musical, got the role I wanted. Didn't really do anything with my wife. We weren't even in the same scenes, but there at the end of the production, she came up to me and started talking to me. And from there, we started hanging out, and then we started dating. Without that drive to get back into acting, would have never met my wife. 6 years later, here we are. And I couldn't be more happy with who I picked. In fact, she picked me, but I couldn't be more happy. I have somebody who appreciates my love for Power Rangers. She's actually getting into it now more than what she was. She understands, we're in space right now, and she's like, I'm gonna go back through and watch these other seasons that we watched before and see if I can understand it now. That made me happy. That made me so happy. It's just, you don't know. You don't know anything until you jump and you make that move. That's my point. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let anybody tell you that, it's not practical. It's not the right time. Only person who can tell you it's not the right time is God. Or if you don't believe in God, the universe. Whatever you believe in, whatever your faith comes from, do not let anybody else tell you no. And I mean that. One of my favorite, I'm about to end. I feel like I'm in a sermon. One of my favorite lines ever in Power Rangers history is, I believe, during Green with Evil. This guy right here. I don't know if it'll catch the light. Jason Lee Scott, the Red Ranger, played by Austin St. John, said, "We can't give up. Even if there's 1% of a chance, that's still enough for us to go out there and fight." And that is a motto I live by. If you listen to my original song, Victory, that's the first line. Even if there's 1% of a chance, we can't back down straight away. We gotta pull ourselves together, because there's innocence we can save. That's the Power Ranger part, but that's what I live by. And it's hard. It's very hard with depression and anxiety and just how the world is right now. But you can't give in. You can't let the bad things eat at you all day. I'm going to go. That's all I can say, man, is like, today I lost my job. A couple days ago, I was offered another job. Tomorrow, I'm going to find a different job that I can do both. And life keeps going. And eventually, maybe FanWord takes off to where I can work full time. Maybe this takes off where I can do this and FanWord at the same time. Maybe whatever the new part-time is takes off and I enjoy it enough to where I go on full time. Who knows? The point is, don't let anybody ever tell you that you are not good enough. Don't let anybody ever take advantage of you. Don't let anyone scare you from being better. Because nobody has that power. Nobody has that right. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I would put music behind this and I might edit it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to jump in like this. So if there's no music, I'm sorry. But, yeah. Keep believing. Have faith. I'll see you guys next time.